Quem fala aí é o John. Ele vai streamar o Alan Wake 2, o segundo jogo da franquia. Vamos streamar ele. Ver se tá tudo certo aqui. Bom, galera, como é que eu vou falando? O Alan Wake 2 saiu nesses dias aí. E também eu não joguei muito a franquia do Alan Wake 1. E eu fiz um pouquinho do Alan Wake 2 aqui. Espero que não me julguem por isso. Vou jogar de novo ele. Só testando o game. E umas horas jogando. Pra testar e ver se dava algum problema de conexão. Eu espero que não dê lag na transmissão, né? Pelo que eu vi aqui, eu pude ajustar, mas eu não sei, ainda vou ver aqui como é que tá.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Ok, vamos lá. Eu comecei com um personagem inusitado, né? Enfim, os eventos do Alan Wake 1, pelo que eu sei. Opa, uma coisa conectando o PC enquanto eu tava falando. Tá, os eventos do Alan Wake, o primeiro, foram que um policial. Na verdade, não é um policial, é um escritor romântico, né? Escritor de romance policial. Ele escreveu algum tipo de romance que acabou encarnando na realidade, né? Pelo que eu me lembro, é isso. Mas outros momentos a gente vai falar sobre esse ponto quando ele aparecer na live aí. Eita, alguém tá me vigiando, né? Não sabe me ajudar um homem pelado? Ah, porra. Olha, por enquanto aqui na transmissão tá fluido. Tá até fluido. Mas eu não sei dizer se vai ficar assim, né? Até pra ter certeza. Depois eu vejo. Eita, um cervo. Não me assustou. Ai, eu me esqueci da pedra do anão aí. Falou aí que loucaço, mano. Vê se meu mic tá bom. Dá pra ouvir vozes. Tô louco. Deixa eu ver aqui como é que tá a transmissão. Ah, tá. Meu mic tá de boa. Só tô confirmando. Vê onde é pra mim. Ah, é ali. Legal, mano. Legal, bonito. Bom, como eu tinha jogado um pouquinho o jogo, uma hora e meia mais ou menos. Eita porra, o Alan Wake tá espumando pela boca. Como eu tinha jogado um pouco pra testar o jogo, pra ver se tava tudo bem, descobri que isso daí é uma seita, né? Mas para até esse ponto aí, muita coisa ainda não sei porque eu não joguei o primeiro jogo. Então não tenho ideia se o jogo. Se esse jogo tá puxando do primeiro ali. Eita porra, eles estão vindo. Ah não. Ah, eu me esqueci, o outro lá também não dá. Mano, ele ficou atirando no pé do. Porra, eles ficam atirando no meu pé, mano. Vão me levar pro altar de sacrifício. Eita, arrancaram o coração do bicho, mano. Tem maluco olhando, mano. E agora começa. Agora começou. Awake. Mano, essa parte aqui.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm
Essa
sorry I've
parte
been
aqui
gone
dá
so
umas
much lately,
travadas
Logan.
sinistras, mano.
Oh my god, Mom.
Na
It's not your
carregação.
fault. People get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers. I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch
Sem
with me.
spoilers. Deu spoiler
I love you
aqui.
both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work.
Vamos começar. Eu não prometo
The
nada
deputy was supposed to be here to
e
show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? Forget that math.
não posso prometer que a transmissão vai estar melhor do que isso. Também eu tô notando aqui que quando eu jogo tá dando umas caídas de frame. Tipo, na hora do combate, isso é muito
I hear
ruim,
someone.
entende?
Could be our deputy.
Na hora do combate, isso é muito necessitado.
Hey, over here.
A falta de frames, eu não consigo abaixar mais do que isso. Se eu abaixar mais do que isso, vai ficar terrível.
Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Ah, deu pra notar. Nossa, mano. Só agora que ele entendeu. Vou perguntar o 2.
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night. Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
I was getting to that, Thornton.
Ai, ai.
Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell him I'm here waiting. I'll show him around.
They got it, Thornton.
Tudo bem?
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Ah, quadro de... A parte mental da
The mind
da
play.
gente.
My version of the mind
Anderson.
palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the mind place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
Eficiente.
The facts are on the board.
Se cada pessoa fizesse o mesmo que ela, não tem gente burra nesse mundo, então. Brincadeira à parte. Tá, é bem aqui.
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Ah, os três que foram assassinados. Tá, esse daqui desapareceu em 2010, encontrou em 2012. 2018. Tá. 6 pessoas foram atingidas pela mesma entidade, praticamente. Era uma cova rasa. Tórax. Todos eles tinham os corações arrancados, né? Tem Já muito assassino pode ser um esportista ou caçador. Ah, essa tem desaparecido em 2010, Bitcoin. Nada em comum. Tá. Vamos então nos casos. Não tem nada. Quanto? O objetivo é chegar lá.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene. Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Quer dizer, na transmissão deve estar muito boa, mas aqui um pouquinho,
Nature. Gives me
pouquinho
a
difícil.
headache. There's too much sky.
Mas vamos esquecer isso por
Not a bad place
por
to get
momento.
murdered.
Se caso eu pegar a arma e ver que tá muito lento pra pegar a arma, pra dar tiro, tudo, então vou tentar dar uma mexida no gráfico, e se não der certo. É porque
Should
que
have brought
tá.
an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
O, a chuva também ela piora muito. Tipo, a questão, o problema não é nem andar. Entende? Sacas? Mas eu vou tentar gravar mesmo assim. Gravar por algum tempo. Até fazer um save ou um checkpoint. E depois eu tento de novo. Mercado de caldo.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Tá bom. Vamos lá.
So, FBI, huh?
Não, antes eu quero inspecionar esse lugar. Não quero voltar aqui de novo.
Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts.
Oh, me tanquei. Investigar. Vou investigar esse lugar antes, porque eu não acho que vai ter pista depois, mas se tiver, então é inútil a minha pesquisa, né? Ah, essa aqui tava trancada. Por enquanto tá tudo normal. É, vamos. É, gente, eu vou tentar melhorar um pouco. Hum, não sei se daqui vai ajudar. Tá tudo embaixo, mano. Só a quantidade de iluminação que não tava. Olha, isso até ajudou um pouco. Mas eu... É, aí, ó. A cena do crime. Aqui tá estranho igual,
This is
ó.
the scene of the crime. We
Os
found
pelos
him on the
dele e
place,
tudo.
and we didn't touch nothing. You
Vamos
know,
ver.
procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tar.
Entendido.
You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Ó. Fazer. Do crime.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Possível. Analisar.
Incise stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Então é bem ruim. Só um pouquinho. Ao controle. Ai, ai. Jogo, eu tô entendendo.
Who is
Ei.
our victim? Who killed him? Need to
Vamos
find more clues.
descobrir.
Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
É, múltiplos. Isso aí a gente já notou que tava vendo.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over.
Que eles iam filmar a cena.
Was it for a camera?
Eles iam filmar a cena, né? De tempo pra quê, né? Se tem alguma coisa pra investigar aqui. Vamos ver o corpo de
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
Tudo bem. Novas pistas.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. Did they plan for the murder to happen here? Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Certeza não tem final feliz.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Tudo bem. A gente tem Pista sobre a vítima. Sabemos o que ele é. A gente vai fazer relacionar os relatórios.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Premeditado. Espontâneo que não foi. Tá, tem mais alguma coisa pra ver aqui? Deixa eu ver as pistas. Então, né?
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Eu acho que eu terminei ali a cena do crime.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
E analisar o perfil.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
É uma bela dedução. Ele tava todo pelado.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Novas pistas.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll just wait here.
Depois eu vou investigar outras partes do
Did something
cenário.
happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here.
Deixa eu ver o que tem aqui.
Dragged him to the table. Cut his
Consigo
heart out.
ver. No meu
But
se
then
tem
they were
mapa.
interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
Tem nada aqui. Depois vocês podem ler. Se eu vou ser o mais rápido possível. Eu mesmo que já tinha visto isso daqui. Falando que vai. Foto, blá. Nada mais.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Alan só toma conta de nós. Ah, sim, esse aqui eu posso aprimorar. Pistola e outras armas. Eu acho que eu já vi tudo que tinha que ver aqui. Voltar lá.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Anderson. Mr. Anderson. Tipo isso. Tá dando pra dar certo? Ah, é, tem um mapa aqui. Sim. O lago.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Como assim você volta em um instante e não ia pro lago contigo?
I didn't know trees
Ah.
got that big.
A witch with no heart. A strange echo of Al murder. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
O cenário já mudou.
I
Bem
should
rápido.
profile Nightingale about this page.
Eu vou ver aqui. Quadro de casas. Ah, ver se tem mais algum.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Desculpa.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Pô, essa detetive é PhD, né? Porque. Puta que pariu, mano. É PhD. Aqui. Possível.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Outra casa, né? Não chega. Ah,
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message? Casey,
não, só vou ver
I
esse
think
caso
something's
aqui.
been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Mas antes eu vou investigar os cantos. Depois eu não sei se eu vou ter que investigar de novo os cantos. Eu me lembro que não. Ó, tá começo. Não sei se vai começar a chover de novo. Mano, agora tá muito fluido, mano. Ó,
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
e aqui eu me lembro que não tem nada. E aqui tem um fim de linha. Tem isso. Ah, é tipo, tinha duas ou três lanchetas, assim, espalhado pelo mapa. Pelo que eu me lembro, no caso, né? Aqui, ó. Não, não é essa exatamente. E é alguém que tava aqui deixou na tua anotações. Alguém tava procurando essa terrestre. Eu me lembro que é aquele pessoal que fugiu no início do game. O que achou do tricô? Figura heróica. Foi especialmente para você. Ah. Deixa eu ver, voltar por aqui.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Nada, mano. Eu ainda tô ótimo. Tô perfeito. Vendo assassinos. Vamos ver. Porque esse jogo tem é muito mais do que só assassinato, né? É bizarro o que acontece. Deixa eu ver. Vou ver um mapa. Não, antes eu vou ver isso aqui. Não sei se eu vou descobrir todas, mas o máximo que eu descobri. Ótimo. Pode ser que tenha alguma espalhada
I'll
aqui,
look
eu não
around.
consigo.
See
Então
you in a bit.
pego.
Take your time.
Digo, não pego. Eu investiguei lá. Eu investiguei aqui. Não, lá não é uma porta. Não é uma porta. Peraí. Gente.
I want
Aqui.
to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
Aqui fica aquela casa.
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation. Nice talking to you, too.
Que papo. Querem saber de polícia.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Mano, ele faz sempre isso, mano. Tá, por que eu vou ter aqui? Ah, sim, tinha algo no peito dele, mas não é aqui que eu vou descobrir.
Deputy,
Lembra agora.
I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Chave de atalho. Vamos lá.
Thanks. Let's get the car. Drive to Bright Falls. and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
O
Seems like
jogo
a
tá
nice
fluido
town so
agora.
far.
Depois
Or
de
this
diminuindo o
side.
gráfico daquele negócio global,
Cute lodge we got
gráfico,
set up in.
gráfico não tá grande coisa.
Should go for a hike if we get a
Mas
chance.
tá funcionando, pelo menos. Pelo menos eu consigo atirar, né?
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
É que se você não tá gravando o jogo, né? Isso acontece. Uma coisa aqui. Ah, tem algo aqui.
A
Uma
lunchbox again.
Ah,
Who's leaving these out here?
tamo junto nessa, fico aí. Tá. Mais um. Tipo, se eu não gravar esse jogo, eu consigo manter o gráfico no
Can't fit the
normal.
clues all together yet.
De boa.
Heart removed.
Eu não acho que o gráfico tá tão ruim assim, mano.
Tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe.
Não, não.
And
Filme
why take out his
snuff?
heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Filme snuff. Ia dizer filme gore. Se vão gravar o cara tirando o coração dele, então é filme gore, pô. Se for, né? O jogo não... Digo, é um mistério que eles iam botar naquele tripé. Como investigar... Acho que não tem nada pra... Ah, aqui tem um atalho. Uma coisa. Não, eu vou seguir o instinto. Ver o que...
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
A mais um turista. Dando uma olhada nos animais silvestres. Eu não vou perder muito tempo lendo, porque, tipo... Uma coisa que... Todo Lake, esse lugar aqui, é uma floresta... Mas qualquer pessoa estaria visitando. Não tem tanta diferença. É um mato cheio de biosfera, né? Acho que o nome é animais.
I'll be back
Cheio
in
de
a
animais.
second.
Roger.
Aqui não tem nada. Vê se eu não encontro nada perto.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Fazer aquela investigação. Essa é a última. Tá?
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
Alguém me
I'll
fala.
walk there anyway.
Oh,
I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
me falaram que a cidade desse jogo é a mesma do primeiro jogo. Isso me falaram. É a mesma cidade, a única coisa
The
que...
diner's just
Pô,
up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell
Think of-
coffee.
a única coisa que mudou foi algumas construções, blá, 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 porque passou... Não sei quanto tempo passou do primeiro jogo a esse.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie? Don't know, don't care.
How much have you had? Not enough. That's all much. Never enough coffee. God, that's rich. Bittersweet texture.
Não me lembro onde é. É ali dentro ou é. Não, eu não tenho. Ah, não. Peraí. Lembra que nessa parte tem o mapa da
I'm gonna go check
cidade.
something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Ali, o mapa da cidade. Isso é muito importante, velho. Esse mapinha aqui. Eu tinha. No início, eu tinha achado esse mapa aqui. Ah, é da outra rua lá. Poder.
Got any big plans for the day after the festival?
Podia procurar uma coisa aqui. Eu não acho que vou encontrar algo relevante aqui, mas vale dar uma olhada.
I need something to cut this.
Mas não ia ser ruim quebrar agora? Vamos lá, essa cidade aqui logo logo vai estar virada no inferno. É um momento, né? É o momento, essa cidade tá de boa. Gente. Aqui.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Brinker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides...
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Booker?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some
Alan Wake.
details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
Ele já deu não só uma pista, né? Ele já falou uma coisa ali que é outra que ele cala essa boca. É. Perfil do assassino.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
Ah, isso confirma algo que Nenhum deles tinha concordado.
The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth. So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Okay.
Told you not to keep that thing, Timmy.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear Fez.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me. I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl? She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember. How do you know I have a daughter? Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time. No. You're mistaking me for someone else. If you say so.
Ela viu estranho. Se bem que o narrador, o Alan Wake, ele sabia que a saga estava indo para a cidade. De certa forma, tem algo bizarro nessa história. Como ele sabia, ela pode estar bloqueando alguma lembrança, não sei. Posso dizer que a outra tá certa também, porque a outra agiu de uma maneira muito bizarra. Louco.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Tem assassinato rolou no dia de uma festa.
Waitress from the diner.
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Mas tem outra coisa que é estranha nisso aí. É festa do cervo. Vamos encaixar os pontos. Festa do cervo, seita assassina. Eles usavam máscara de cervo. Tudo está se encaixando. No dia de aniversário, dia de festa, é um dia de seita. religiosa. Então, não uma seita comum, né? Uma seita assassina ao mesmo tempo. Se fosse uma seita normal,
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as
matasse
possible.
um ser
Lead the way, Sheriff.
desse tipo morte animal, mesmo que não é divertido, é um ritual.
Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
See you around.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking.
Deixa eles passar, porque senão
Okay.
você ia cair bem.
Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me? There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
Uh-huh. They did leave something inside his chest. The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
E vamos ligar os pontos.
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
E vamos pegar.
I need to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down. Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us. Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Mas como eles tiveram tempo para escrever algo tão complexo? Foi simples fazer essa escrita. Logo. Uma evidência?
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Show me the clicker.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page is set to get into the light. He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Go! Vanished. He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale. Into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Can't be opened on this side. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal. Their purpose. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. It won't open. A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future? There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
Nah. Think. The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
That's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
fine pair.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. You've only had a tour guide, also. Bear season. Oh no, a bear. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right, I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine, and I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Janko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government, and that's why at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. Oh wow, you think of everything, and we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Frightful Dam. Bird watching at Majestic Creek. The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away.
My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
Take it easy.
How many times do we have to do this, Walter? Huh? I'm at my wit's end with you.
I want out! Something bad's going down. I can feel it. Let me out!
Do you think I like throwing you in jail every other day? No, I don't. Do you have any idea how much paperwork you're causing me? What's a lot?
Nightingale.
Sanderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead. I'm gonna take a quick look around. Meet you back at the car.
See you in a bit.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
Did you check out the town, Anderson?
Just getting my bearings. Ready to go?
Waiting on you.
So what's good here? Any nice restaurants? I'm a bit of a foodie.
Well, the restaurants and shops in town are closed at the moment, unfortunately. They'll have...
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex, Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find out. The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case. I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
How are you folks doing?
A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. Hello. Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, man. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous sweater, Saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Ulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't gnaw right through a garbage can.
That's all for now. Let's get to the murder site, Casey.
Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
Casey, you look for any further clues here, and I'll check the rest of the area. You see anything, radio me.
Got it.
I need to figure out where Nightingale went. I can feel something. A presence. Nightingale isn't far. These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree. My flashlight burned the dark stuff away.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap. This is the witch's hut.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in. This fuse is busted. This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though. Another page. Making progress.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
This carving looks fresh. know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold, like a doorway, leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's Ladle? This carving looks fresh.
The autopsy room was a mess, like a bomb had gone off. Nightingale... Witch's ladle, towering over Saga, watching her and the witch. Saga edged toward the broken door, her gun ready.
I already took care of all this. The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual. Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue. Where is it now? To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign. need Nightingale's heart to get to the overlap. Where is it?
Cultist loomed close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not it. I don't have what I need to find Nightingale's heart. There must be more. Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
For a while, they played cards in the general store. The witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge. The text on the heart is clearer now. Legible. I feel like I recognize this. The fridge. The heart. I knew it would be here. Like I saw it in a dream. And now I need to give the heart to the witch. Makes total sense. Casey, there are cultists in the area. They're taken, like Nightingale. Watch yourself out there.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up. I'm still finding my way back. Any city in America I can get through drunk and blindfolded. It's these damn trees.
Okay, okay. I'm en route to Witch's Ladle. I need to perform a ritual to open the overlap. This case just keeps getting weirder. But it is exciting. witch. Show me the terror.
Overlap. Are you still on your way? Casey! Casey, do you read me? Logan? Logan! Where are you?
What the fuck was that? Logan's back in Virginia. You're imagining things. What was that? Wait. Did I get turned around? No, this is right. This place is looping. Like a nightmare.
The rider went into the lake, banished the dark presence. Taken still lurked in the woods. The dark place receded. The current pulled back those with darkness inside. Into the lake. Nightingale was there. One of them. The dark presence. Jagger had taken him. The witch had stolen his heart. They sank beneath the waves. The dark place. Wandering in the shadows. Muttering to themselves. It's dark. I'm lost. Where am I? Who am I? I can't remember. It's cold. Premium cabins for rent in Bright Falls. Who said that? Can you hear me? I need help. Please. Stop this. What did I do? You must dig it out. Their shape shifted. Echoes of the writer's dreams. Fading in, fading out. The next story and the story after that. The writer was writing again.
He's here. Nightingale.
trapped here. To escape. Danger.
Who is that? It's like they're coming in over a bad signal. Nightingale's badge. Anderson, FBI. I can hear you.
Cauldron Lake.
Yes, I'm at Cauldron Lake. Where are you?
To escape. In danger. The dark presence.
Danger. Thanks. Got it.
Hey! Are you okay?
No! It's my fault! It got out with my face! Scratch!
Sir, calm down. I'm gonna need you to take a breath.
He's changed the story. The dark presence. We must stop it before...
Easy now. First things first. What's your name?
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've been...
Wake? Where did you come from? You've been missing for 13 years.
13.
In the dark.
Anderson, where did you go? All of a sudden, the radio stopped working, and then that flooding just disappeared. Crazy forest. Is this who I think it is?
Casey, say hello to Alan Wake. Mr. Wake, this is Special Agent Alex Casey. He'll escort you to our car. Casey, I'll meet you there, right after I take a look around. If the flooding's receded, there might be evidence we missed earlier.
Okay. See you there.
Alex Casey? How? Am I still... Is this the dark place? No, it can't be. I got out.
Yeah, the PI from your books has the same name as me. Great. Moving on. It's a bit of a hike to the car, Wake. Get your bearings, then we'll head out.
I need another minute. Cauldron Lake. I thought I'd never see this place again.
Take your time.
Should look around. With the flooding gone, could be further clues out there. The flooding disappeared very suddenly. I wonder if there's any connection to the overlap. To Nightingale.
It's not safe without a light.
I have a light. And a gun. You can relax, Wake.
The pages. If you see pages of writing anywhere, you must take them and keep them safe. Our lives could depend on it. They have vital information.
We know about the pages, Wake. Look, keep an eye out.
This mug always cheers me up.
A creepy twig sculpture?
also turning into monsters.
Galera, desculpa aí pela... Eu pensei que eu ainda tava com o mic ligado, mano. Eu levei algum susto e nem... O mic nem ligou, tá ligado? Eu não tava vigiando muito bem a live da Twitch. Então, mas é o seguinte... Eu vou postar... Isso está sendo postado no YouTube, na Twitch. Espero que gostem do vídeo. Depois eu acho que eu vou fazer live de algum... do Rust, talvez. Mas... Falou aí, todo mundo. Espero que tenham gostado. Eu não falei as coisas que eu percebi, nem as minhas perspectivas, você não puder ouvir. Felizmente é culpa do fone de ouvido do celular, tá? Mas falou aí. Qualquer coisa, tamo junto.